This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Gearoid.
And I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And you are listening to Agony Rants. Welcome to the show where a Eurovision winner and a comedian solve your problem, fix your world, heal your life, change everything, Niamh.
Everything?
Everything. Your whole Monday is just better just from listening to us.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
How have you been?
Well, I've been good, and I'm very excited to see your other work wife is doing something very fabulous very soon. Because obviously I watch a lot of reality TV. Well, when I say that,
yes.
I feel I need to, because a lot of conversations kind of revolve around these things. And Celebrity Traders is coming back.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Celebrity Traders, I knew about that.
Did you watch the first one?
No. I've never watched Traders.
No, well, I didn't watch any of the Traders, and then I was doing Halloween Panther during the last one, and my friend was watching it, so I got invested. You know when you kind of come in and you're invested? Yeah. So Alan Carr obviously won that one.
Yes. Now, I've known Joanne was going into Traders, right? And it's been one of those things where I was kind of like, I better not say anything. I need to...
After the whole debacle of Dancing with the Stars, don't even talk to me about that. Go on anyway.
And I think I knew then that she was, and I was trying not to, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, but now it's out, and it's like, oh, thank God. Because every time somebody says, like, people would often say to me, like, oh, she'd be great on Traders. And I'm like,
that's my face saying that.
Yeah. Look at the floor, Gearoid. Look at the floor. Say nothing.
If you did Traders, right?
Yeah, go on anyway.
Would you be, it would have to be the Irish one for us, to be fair. Right, so, well, maybe not for you. You're more global than me now. But let's say, would you be a trader or a faithful?
I'm going to be honest. Yeah. I've never watched Traders.
So you have no clue.
And I don't know what that means.
So basically there's about 3 traders, usually 3 or 4 traders, and they decide who dies in the day.
Oh.
Right? And they're set tasks, and it's all this sort of stuff. And people are trying to figure out who the traders are. And you don't know when you go in, they kind of select you. Now, this sounds like very advanced knowledge. And I'll be honest with you, I watched it from midway through to the end, and I still have no real idea of the premises of it.
I gotta be honest, Niamh. A load of fucking nerds in capes. I'm just like,
I think
give me a break.
You would be devastated. You'd be devastated to discover. If we went in together and I was a traitor and you were faithful, you'd be devastated.
Niamh, I wouldn't give a shit. I would just be like, how much am I getting for this? Like, when does it end?
Oh, no, well, there'll be
like,
that.
Because here's the thing that I'm very concerned about, right? So, because it's Thursday.
Right.
And, like, it's Joanne's birthday tomorrow. And I'm quite concerned because, like, I'm like, how do I get a message to her say happy birthday? Because she hasn't had her phone since Monday.
That's right.
And I don't know how she's doing that.
Well,
that's not her vibe. We discussed this.
And how is she coping?
Well, I said I'd give her another. I had a spare phone. Because I was like, just give them that.
You didn't think they'd frisk you?
Just turn it off. Just give them that and then just put that your phone in your bag.
Oh, my God. Will you stop?
Any of these TV shows were like, you can't have a phone. You can't. I was like, oh, give me a break.
To be fair, in Dancing with the Stars, I didn't have my phone half the time either.
No, but you know these TV shows where they're like...
Yeah, no, I know.
You know,
you're divorced from the outside world.
We're not going to tell you what we're doing next. It's a surprise. And like,
I can't imagine you do well with that.
Break. I was like, just tell me. So you can have something decent to say as opposed to like, oh, I'm so shocked. We're like, who cares? Do you know what I mean? Who gives a shit?
Well, I'm going to solve your problem with Joanne.
Go on.
Just send her a text. When she turns it on, it'll come on.
Yeah, but I just feel sorry for her because she's going to be like,
she won't feel special.
Imagine on your birthday not being able to get
day.
texts from anybody.
Listen, when you get older, you care less about that. Do you not think so?
I think it's weird.
No.
So...
Anyway, so Celebrity Traders happening. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it, but I now feel a little invested because Joanne's in there.
Well, I haven't watched her on Taskmaster yet.
I watched it. It's really good. I love Taskmaster.
I find sometimes when my friends are on something, it's kind of weird.
It is weird. Yeah.
Like, because I find it weird because my friends listen. So I have friends that listen to this podcast and I don't hear from them for months. And then I'm like, why haven't you contacted me? And they're like, oh, we're getting all your news through the podcast. I was like, stop listening to the podcast.
Ring me.
Ring me.
I miss you.
Also, it's weird.
Yeah.
But but when I see my friends and stuff, I'm kind of like, oh, that's weird. I don't want to watch.
I think it's hard to divorce out, how you feel about that person up close and personal and them doing something that doesn't feel like them.
Yeah, like when Dancing with the Stars, I watched you.
Yeah.
I watched you like a hawk. Man.
That's because I was dancing with Stephen. It was nothing to do with me.
Get your fucking hands.
Look at you. Stop cursing.
I know, I'm being
trying to be
filthy
good.
because I've told Niamh,
I'm not allowed to curse
Niamh
now.
she can't swear anymore.
I know.
So I'm just swearing her. I'm just swearing to upset her.
I was ruining my national
She's
treasure
got a
status.
mouth like a gateway to hell.
That's not true.
It is. It is, Niamh. You swear, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay.
And actually, do you know what I saw? The trailer for Kylie Minogue's Netflix documentary has come out.
Okay, yeah,
Right?
okay.
Now, I'm very invested.
Okay, is it going to be the same as the Michael Jackson one? Because that was a pain in the arse. Sorry. In the bum. Bottom.
But the with the Kylie Minogue one, in the trailer, she says the F word. I've never heard
surely never
Kylie
uses
Minogue
that.
say the F word.
Now, to be fair, she was with Michael Hutchins for a long time and they weren't just, he was very rock and roll. Surely there was there was an odd word.
Of course. Yeah, but I've never heard her say an F word. And it was jarring, Niamh.
Yeah, I know, because what happens is, we are so
It's
media
upsetting.
savvy, but I think I've just reached an age where dementia's starting to stick in and I'm just going, I don't know what's coming out of my mouth.
I know, yeah, but it's upsetting for the country.
Okay, I'll not do it anymore.
You wouldn't get this from Dana.
No, you're welcome any day to get
Have
her
you
in
ever
here.
heard Dana swear?
No.
Have you not?
No.
Has she never even, like, when you were gigging
Stop
together, she's
now.
like, I can't hear the fucking band.
No.
I can't hear the fucking band, Niamh.
No, she would never do that.
Turn up the fucking
No,
monitors now.
she's too
or
nice.
Somebody's
No.
going to get the hole kicked off
No.
them.
Girl. I can't. I just can't.
Niamh,
I will not allow you to besmirch her name.
I do love Dana.
I know, she's lovely. She's
I
a lovely
do,
girl.
I do. I like Dana.
And she cares about, she wouldn't curse like that. No.
Would she not curse? I'd love to hear her swear.
No.
Would you ask her to send me a
No.
voice now?
No. No. If you're going to get Dana to swear, you better be paying her money. And even then, I don't think she'd do it.
Would you not?
No, I don't think so. She's a lovely, lovely woman. Don't be doing that. Don't upset me. That's my family you're talking about.
I do like her. I like her, Niamh.
You should.
Not a lot to be said for Dana.
Yeah.
Niamh, we're not here to talk about Dana or her filthy, godless mouth.
Or her potty mouth.
We are here to solve the problems of the listener.
Okay.
And we have problems.
Oh, we do.
Boy, do we have problems. Dear Niamh and Gearoid, big fan here.
Oh.
I absolutely love the show and I'm a subscriber.
Oh, I
And
love you.
Try upset to hear you are ending.
Oh, I think she means she's upset.
And try upset. And very probably.
Yeah.
Very upset. Oh my God, please, for the love of God, read them back.
Stop it now.
Upset to hear that you are ending vintage rants. Yes, we are.
There's a lot of
It's run its
exclamation
course.
marks.
It's run its course. I think it's run its course.
Okay.
No.
Is that like Moik? No? Because I tell you, if I hear one more person says that to me now.
Previous episode.
Seriously, and I hear that every time I try to eat a biscuit.
Yeah. Honestly, I love the show and you crack me up every week.
Love it.
Need advice because I genuinely don't know what to do here. I've been seeing this guy for a few months and I fully feel like I'm dating up. What's that? Dating
As
up?
in, punching above.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you've got someone better than you.
Yeah, come on.
He's so fancy compared to me.
Oh, I love it. I love that
Really
he's
posh.
described it like that. He's so fancy.
Really posh family, gorgeous flat, always dressed well. Literally one of those annoyingly hot people that somehow always has a nice, also has a nice personality.
Love it.
Like I actually thought, OMG, this could be the one.
Okay.
We get on so well and the relationship has been genuinely lovely so far. But the other night we were talking about families and he casually tells me his family are really into hunting.
Oh, okay.
No. Like going away for weekends, shooting deer and birds and stuff. No. He said he used to go with them when he was younger too. I was honestly shocked because I'm literally the type of person who apologizes to flies before trying to get them out the window. Now, every time I look at this beautiful man, I'm also picturing him dressed as a Victorian child holding a dead pheasant. I really like him, and apart from this, he's perfect.
Okay.
He isn't. But I can't tell if this is a massive incompatibility or if I'm being dramatic because I've never met people like this before.
Okay.
I honestly don't know what to do here. Looking forward to hearing you solve this one for me, Peter.
Peter, you've got very high expectations. We're going to solve it. I'll be honest with you. This is the difficulty. Here's the question. Does he hunt?
You see, he wasn't clear with that.
It's not
said
clear.
that he hunted as a child.
Okay. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's his choice now.
No.
And sometimes as a child, you can't be held responsible.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well,
you find yourselves in situations, this is what you're growing up, this is your norm.
well, yeah. I mean, some kids can be,
Okay, fair enough. Okay. But in this situation
like
for
school
me.
shooters. I mean,
Okay.
they're not entirely blameless.
Yeah, but I would argue that they probably were going to do that anyway. This is not quite the same. So here's the thing. The family is going to be this family regardless. So the question is, if you feel really strongly about it, then you have to have the conversation with him about where he stands.
Okay.
Yeah? Just because his family is a certain way, the thing is, will there be an expectation, A, that you will have to hunt? And B, will he... Yeah, I don't know. This is future stuff, right? To be honest, this is future stuff. Because you marry into families, Gearoid. You can't be completely divorced from everything they do.
But I think it's a bit of a stretch to be like, let's go. We're going to go out and shoot foxes together.
You'd be surprised. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised. But there's not... Look, here's the thing. I understand it. It's really difficult because I don't necessarily agree with hunting either. But I have not lived in that life, right? So this person has grown up in that life. The question will be, do you hunt? How do you feel about hunting? Are you comfortable with it? I'm not comfortable. Is that a problem for us? And you have to decide if it's a problem for you. Although, the Victorian child is an interesting kind of
What I
conversation.
would say in this situation, right, is what I would do is I would say to his family that you're a vegan.
Why?
Because I feel like if you were to say I'm against hunting,
Right.
it somehow feels very aggressive.
Okay.
Like, because it feels like it's a judgment, which it is. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, I have no patience for hunting.
No, it's not.
And
It's
I've
not. It's not for us.
Even the fox hunting in Ireland and the bloody coursing and, oh God, it's just pathetic. Like, I just think there's something really tragic about a group of people that feel killing an animal is
As
a
acceptable.
pastime. I just think it's, like, remember your woman, it's a rural pursuit. It's like, no, it's not. It's for psychopaths.
Okay. I think you should say how you feel here, Gearoid.
Yeah, I just think there's a special brand of psycho that wants to go out and shoot something. I
Okay.
just think it's insane. But anyway, I think that if you say that you're against hunting and it's that specific, I feel like it's going to come across as something that can be challenged. It's going to come across as something that can be almost like they feel like they're being judged.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you were to say that you're a vegan, it feels like it's a bit broader. But also the natural implication is that you are also against hunting.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do in that situation.
Yeah, I see your
Like,
logic.
I would say the boyfriend, please tell your family I'm a vegan. And I would say to him, I am really against hunting. I have no patience for it.
Okay. Well, if that's the way you feel, then you have to be having that conversation with him, depending on where you are in your relationship.
I would have that conversation with him and I would say, I don't want to get into this with your parents because I feel like if he says I'm against hunting, that opens up a debate.
Yeah,
But if he says I'm a vegan,
but here's the thing.
or a veggie.
It's very likely that the partner going into that situation is always going to be knowing. If you get to the point that you're meeting the family and he knows you're against hunting, then it's got to be in a space where that's okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to change it. The problem is these people have lived in this life, right? Whether you like it or not, that's the truth, right?
Yeah.
That is the truth. That's their norm. That's their thing. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to be anything with it, right? And I'm with you. I don't see the point of the wanton cruelty to animals, right? That's the end of the conversation. But here's the thing. These people have lived this way in their life and they're probably decent people other than that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are.
So the reality, and more importantly, this is his family.
Yeah. But like, I think if you...
Okay.
I feel like let's say, if you were to say to somebody, right, I really don't like your wallpaper. They'd be like, But I like the wallpaper. And what's wrong with the wallpaper? And I think the wallpaper's nice. Like, I feel like
I think it'd be very random if someone came and said that. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what stage of my relationship I'd be at.
It would be a specific level of aggressive. Okay. I accept that. But I feel like what it does is if you say, it opens up this debate. It's like, because I feel like hunting is one of those things that everybody feels like.
It's very divisive.
It's very divisive, but everyone feels like they should offer their opinion and they've, whereas I think you're better off just taking it out of that situation.
No, I agree.
Because if you say, well, I was raised a vegan, I've never, then people will just go, well, I mean, we're not going to change that because it's an ingrained, it's part of his personality. Whereas
it's veganism, not just like recent.
No, but
it feels like it is.
No, but if you would say I was raised a vegan, I was, you know.
No, I get it.
Then it doesn't open anything for debate. And it also, they know the implication is that they're against hunting, but it also doesn't realize, it's not like they're, I think it would be really odd if they raised it with you. But I think if you were to say, if they found out you were against hunting, I think they probably would, or they'd want to explain it and they'd want to say, well,
or
we
maybe
need to
not.
pull the,
maybe not.
But I just think, if I was in that situation, I'd be like, I really don't want to have this argument.
I'll be honest with you. This conversation may not get past this man.
Yeah, I mean, that is an interesting point. Yeah.
Okay, so the conversation between you and this gentleman has to be honest. Honest and forthright and say, look, this is how I feel. How do you feel about it? Do you still?
It needs to be honest and forthright so that you can concoct a lie for his family.
No, but the thing is, the conversation has to be between you and him first.
Yeah.
The family is extra to that. And then the thing is, if you're clear with how you feel, the chances are then you can avoid circumstances where you will have to be having that conversation. So in other words, don't go when they're feckin' hunting. Excuse my French, right? Don't go when you're hunting. The thing is, if you choose to be with this person, right, the answer is they're going to hunt anyway. You're not going to go in there and change that.
If he's hunting.
Well, that's a different conversation. And then you have to come to terms with how you feel about that.
I'm going to be honest. If I found out somebody, like, you'd want to be a pretty special person
to get over.
If I found out you were hunting. Yeah, no.
No, but so the conversation is with him.
Yeah.
Where he stands. Don't even judge what is in the past, just in where are you now?
I'd say, though, you need to prepare yourself because I'd say the most you're going to get from him is that he will be like, I respect their point of view and I respect your point of view.
Yeah, because he's caught up between his family and him
than
you. And the reality is, unless he is devoted to you beyond anything else in the world, the answer will be that, in between the two.
And don't be the mister that comes between him and his sister.
I'm sorry, Peter. I'm just, for no other reason, you have just made me the happiest person. I never thought I'd hear that coming out of his mouth. Anyway.
You're welcome.
Look, the thing is, this is his family. Have the conversation with him. Forget the family for now. Have the conversation with him where he is and then make your decision from there. That's the end of the conversation. Yeah. And you are entitled to feel how you feel, and so is he.
And you are also, don't underestimate the power of an excellent, well-placed, brilliantly crafted lie.
What lie?
Lie to the family.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lies. Also, if they're difficult, just throw a load of red paint on his mouth. Okay.
I'll read.
Oh, you read.
Okay.
Read.
Okay. So, I'm a new listener and I honestly love the show. Yous are the only thing getting me through work.
Is everybody
lately.
saying yous?
There's a lot of yous. I heard about the show from the daddy from Dublin on Chatting with Cherubs.
That's me.
Oh, you're the daddy.
On the quiz episodes.
You're the daddy.
I'm the Welsh Wonder and the daddy from Dublin.
Okay.
So it's me and Morgan go head to head on the quizzes.
When did you become a daddy?
Well, no, I mean, it's basically like it's Josh slagging me because I'm old. Oh, he's such a piece of shit.
Oh, I
Josh
feel.
Jones.
Do you know what? I'm so happy to hear that because it's usually you giving me shit for being old. Anyway, here we go. When he mentioned this pod, I checked it out and have been obsessed ever since. In fact, it was weeks before I realised who the co-host was. Okay. Only the singer of my favourite ever Eurovision song. You've just saved yourself there. Even though I have to admit, I wasn't born for another 5 years. Lol. You might be my new favourite person, Adam. I love that level of sarcasm. Like, it's shade and compliment at the same time.
Also, I'm sorry, if you were born in 1998, you've no business writing to us. We've nothing to say to you.
Don't mind him. We have something to say to everybody.
How dare you?
Don't mind him. He's just raging. You've just told him how old he is. You are a daddy.
Move on. Move on.
I need advice because I think my friend group might actually hate seeing me happy.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd find it difficult myself.
Stop you. I'm gay and most of my close friends are girls. We've all been friends for years and usually I love them. But ever since I started dating this guy a few months ago, they've been acting so weird about it. At first, it was little comments like, "Oh, you've gone missing since getting a man," even though I still see them all the time. Then it turned into complaining if I left nights out early to see him or making jokes about him stealing me away. Wow. The worst part of it is they all expect to know everything. If me and him have an argument, they want full updates. If I don't tell them details, they get annoyed. And one of them actually got offended because I wouldn't show her what he looks like shirtless after she asked.
No, I'd be annoyed at that.
I don't understand that. Last weekend, I brought him to drinks and afterwards one of my friends told me she thinks he's too controlling because he put his arm around me a few times and offered to pay for my taxi home. Meanwhile, I was literally having a lovely time. Now I feel weird because every time I'm excited about him, they somehow turn it into a negative thing. And I can't tell if they're being protective or just possessive. Is this normal friendship behaviour or do some people just struggle when their friends get into relationships? What should I do? Love your work. Adam.
Okay.
Come on now.
Yes, friends do struggle when people get into relationships. What should I do? Dump your friends. You're welcome.
Gearoid.
Thank you so much for listening to the show.
No. Adam needs more.
I think there's an inference here.
Right.
That all of these girls are single.
Do you think they are?
I think in this relationship, this friendship relationship.
Okay.
There's nothing that he's doing that isn't par for the course when you meet somebody.
Yeah.
I think that all of these girls are either A, single, or B, they haven't been in relationships. Now, obviously, they're young because you were born in 1998.
Stop it.
But...
Excuse me, how old do you think they are if they're 1998? They're in their late 20s.
Okay, yeah, no, that's...
You would have been...
I'm going to be honest, that's old enough to know better.
It is old enough to better. And here's the thing, you become very territorial about your gay best friend. Because they perform a role.
They do. Niamh.
Am I correct?
Yeah. They edit the podcast.
Oh, no.
They do the social media.
Not anymore.
They...
No, seriously. Seriously. You know, they play a role in a dynamic, especially in a bunch of girls and their gay best friend, right?
Yeah.
Now, it depends where the girls are. If they have relationships, maybe they rely on the gay best friend fulfilling a certain type of role. Or if they don't have relationships, maybe they're a bit annoyed that he might be having one before them. It doesn't make any difference. The point is, be very clear with your friends that you like this person and they need to back off and make no eye contact about it.
Yeah.
Now, they might be being protective about you. To be fair, Adam, maybe they see things that they don't agree with. But the reality is, at the end of the day, it's better for them to tell you, I told you so later on. And if they love you and care for you, they should be being more supportive here.
Look.
They're being a bit too protective.
They're being a little bit too protective. They're being a little bit overbearing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's protective. Like, you know, okay, if he had his arm around you. I think what's happened is, right, he's a bit alpha, this boyfriend.
Loving that. I mean.
He's paying for your taxi home and he has his arm around you. Lovely.
Oh
Lovely. Now, I do think, though, you do need to, you know, you need to pay the price here. You've got the man. Show them the pictures.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, nobody's asking to look at photographs of my husband's bare chest, to be fair. It will be a bit weird. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
me and my mates, we don't go, do you want to see a picture of my husband's pecs?
But like, look.
But that's aside.
I think what you need to do is, I think that what you need to do is, right, I think you need to make clear, he's my boyfriend.
Okay.
He's not controlling. I'm very happy. And some people like to be controlled.
Yeah.
Some people like somebody making the decisions.
It's nice if somebody cares whether you get home.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, if the roles are reversed, I think the girls will be telling you pretty quick to butt out.
Also, sometimes in that situation, right, the girls still want to feel like they've got the bit of power.
Of course.
And maybe he sounds like a man that maybe doesn't allow that.
Maybe they're afraid they're going to lose you. But listen.
They probably are.
But you know what?
They are.
They will if they keep this up.
Yeah.
So you got to be clear about that. You know, you got to, even if it's the worst decision you ever made to be with this man, which is unlikely, you know, the thing is, you're going to have mistakes in relationships. You got to be allowed to make them. Your friends sound like they need to be told off a little bit. And maybe that's not your role in the group. Because we know this, dynamics in groups are kind of funny.
Of course.
You know, so the thing is, maybe your role up until this has been to be submissive in this situation, in the sense that the girls were in control and you're just there for the loveliness of that. But if they care about you, you can actually say to them, lads, I'm really happy here. Move off.
Yeah. And
Or you could like cry.
But this idea of them saying he's controlling, like...
Yeah, that's not...
I do think that's something you need to go, come here. Would you stop now?
Well, we're basing it on what he's telling us, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there's other behaviours we're not getting here. Because you know, when you really, really, really like someone, you'll ignore stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, there's an element to that. That doesn't mean that they're right.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Sometimes when somebody's hot, you see all the red flags, you go, ooh, a parade.
I've always liked red.
Yeah, exactly.
Scarlet. Will we call it Scarlet?
Yeah. I definitely think that if you like this person and if you see everything's fine, I think you need to say to them,
back off, lads. It's not fair. It's not fair. I love him.
This isn't fair.
I'm loving my time here. Just be happy for me, will you?
Yeah.
You know, and if it all falls to pieces, just be there for me. End of conversation.
Yes. And also you could say, maybe if you lot didn't spend all your time bitching like a little coven.
Oh my God.
You wouldn't all be alone.
Stop it now. You don't know if they're alone.
Niamh.
Okay, we all get very territorial.
Absolutely alone. There isn't a sniff of a man around this group.
I wonder what Adam does. Does he do their face and hair maybe or something? I don't know.
No, I would say that this is the friend group and they all go on holidays together and they all go on nights out together and it's all very... Do you know what this is? This is a pathological problem, this group is. They're all each other's problem. What needs to happen here is this group needs to split down the centre if any of them are to have a hope of having a relationship.
Oh my God.
I guarantee you that if it was one of the girls that got a boyfriend, this kind of, let's call it bullying, would be way worse.
Now, I disagree.
I disagree.
I think you're going a little bit too manic on very little information here.
I just don't. I don't like what I'm hearing.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate here now.
Go on.
Because I think Adam has met someone he really, really likes.
Yeah.
And he's kind of vibing off it. He's loving it.
Yeah.
And his friends, maybe they've been friends as a group for a long time and they've been kind of all lovely together and the dynamic is changing and maybe he's changing, which should happen. To be fair, should happen. I'm not taking away from that. But then the girls will be protective of that. And I think that's okay.
So you to say to the girls, maybe I like being controlled.
Yes.
Maybe I like it when he locks me in the house all day. Maybe I like it that he's isolated me from my horrible family. Oh. Maybe I like it that he's made me quit my job.
Okay. We went to somewhere very dark very fast.
That sounds delightful, Niamh. It sounds absolutely delightful. It sounds like the first flush of romance. That's what it sounds like.
We don't know. We haven't got enough information. They're calling him controlling based on getting a taxi home and putting an arm around him. We don't know whether the arm around him was more like a headlock. We don't know that.
Fair.
So the thing is, the girls just need to be told in the nicest possible way, I love you, but back off.
Back off.
Back off. Or the problem is the girls will lose him.
Yeah, they will.
And that'd be sad.
They lose him because...
and Adam will need new friends.
Adam will get rid of them because he wants to stay with your man. And they may also lose him because Adam's handcuffed to a radiator in a basement. Either way, he's not going to be around to watch, like...
Celebrity traders.
Yeah, exactly. Celebrity traders.
Or whatever. I know, but so what would you do if your group of friends were like that? What would you do if you had a group of girls?
How hot the boyfriend was.
Like if you had a boyfriend and I said he's too controlling.
Now, describe the boyfriend.
Well, he's going to be
On
gorgeous.
a level of like Andrew Scott to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, where are we talking?
Oh, Andrew Scott all the way.
Well, then you'd be getting a cup of tea in the face and I'd never speak to you again. I don't think
So Hunchback,
I don't think there's anyone that would blame me.
No, I know. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be saying that about Andrew Scott. Because, you know, again,
Yeah.
it's not often it happens, but, you know, our taste in men align beautifully there.
Stunning.
I mean, one of us will be more successful than the other. I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, beautiful. No, but seriously, what would you do if there was a group of girls, if your friends, and they were telling you not to be with that person?
I just say cop on.
Yeah.
Cop on. You're welcome, Adam. Thank you so much for listening to Agony Rants. We will be returning next Monday.
We will.
In the meantime, I think we'll have a bonus episode.
We will, wherever the bonus episode.
Potentially. If you would like to be part of the bonus episode club, you can subscribe over on headstuffpodcast.com to Headstuff Plus.
Yeah.
You will get bonus contents from us and from all of the shows on Headstuff Podcast Network.
That's correct.
Niamh, I will be on tour.
Wow, I'm so glad you told me, Gearoid, because, you know, every week I'm surprised by that.
I'm on tour. I'll be on tour from September. Now, also...
You say that like you're not doing anything between now and September.
I know,
You're doing so much.
I'm starting to do previews.
Okay.
So I'm doing preview shows in June, July. Oh, God.
Okay.
I have to say, previews are my best. They're my favourite shows.
Okay.
Because they're really fun. But they're exhausting.
Is it like preview shows are where you kind of test out material?
Yeah, I test out material. So like I'll have like a notebook.
You hone things.
And then I'll be saying me new jokes, and then the ones that work.
Get a little tick.
You know, get a tick, and I'll be delighted with myself. And then when it doesn't work, then I'll
be cross.
Smash myself in the head with a pint glass. Go home and apply to do a nursing course. The usual. It's the usual. But it's my process. It's my process, Niamh.
Okay, good.
So my tour, No Pressure, will start in September properly, and then I'll be going all around the country until April.
I'm kind of
which is getting very long.
Imagine you in a nurse's outfit now.
I'd be great as a nurse.
I think you would be. I would want you nursing.
Nobody on my ward would suffer.
In what way?
No, I wouldn't leave them suffer. I'd take them out.
You'd be that nurse.
I would.
You'd be that nurse. There'd be a court case.
I'd give them a good turn.
There'd be a court case. Would I be called?
Yeah, a good turn, a bang of a baseball bat. Their suffering ended.
Please note that this is not a legal action here. There is no requirement. He is not a nurse.
agonyrants@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. You can also follow Agony Rants on Instagram. I mean...
Because nobody has.
Best of luck with
Stop it now.
Because Niamh has decided that Niamh is going to run.
I didn't say I was going to run it.
Instagram account, which to anyone that knows anything about Niamh and social media, that is wild. That is,
now,
I mean...
I want to be clear.
Wow.
I didn't say I was going to run it. I said, why are we not using it?
And then you said, I will be more than happy to post on that. And
yes,
I was like,
I did. I said that.
Let's see this. I am going to just sit back and enjoy this ride because this is going to be priceless.
Oh, God.
So follow Agony Rants on Instagram.
Any helpful
and Facebook.
Any helpful hints?
Niamh actually said she's going to go and she's going to set up the Agony Rants Facebook group, which, I mean, I can only imagine Mark Zuckerberg is... A cold chill is running down that man's spine.
Stop it, will you? For God's sake.
We will be back next week on the free feed. agonyrants@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. And we will chat to you very, very soon. Thank you so much for listening. We love you loads. Bye-bye.
This show is part of the Headstuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Headstuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.